Hey, it's Johnny Marks, and I get super excited about food, and talking about food makes my mouth water, so let's get right to it. I've got Greg and Mike in the studio with me, the brain children behind the new Brew Brothers restaurant at the Isle Casino and Hotel in Waterloo. And let's start with you, Greg, because you're sort of the grandfather of this whole restaurant. Tell us a bit about your history with restaurants and your family history as well.
Me and my brothers, I have three brothers. There's four brothers. We're all from Reno, Nevada, and my dad got in the casino business in 1973. And in 1995, I asked him if we could open a brew pub, and that's where we came up with Brew Brothers.
So the Brew Brothers, B-R-E-W, implies, I would assume, in addition to great food, is there a lot of good beer options?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of good beers. We've got 16 on taps, and we pull a lot of local beers from the great state of Iowa. And we've only been here for 2 weeks, and let me tell you, we love Iowa and the Iowans. And
by the way, the Isle does have a casino and hotel, so if you want to enjoy the beer, you don't necessarily have to go anywhere, which is even better. Let's talk a little bit about the menu, because this is a new restaurant, and beer is beer, and we all love beer, but let's talk about the restaurant. People who haven't been to the casino in some time, haven't seen the renovations that are being done, when they walk in and they see the Brew Brothers, what can they expect on the menu?
Oh, well, I eat about 10 hamburgers and fries and chocolate cake a week, and so you'll see some of the best burgers you will find anywhere in our country. I take burgers seriously, and one of the burgers you'll see people are eating is a truffle burger, truffle with truffle aioli, truffle Gouda cheese. That's $28 a pound. It's awesome cheese we import from Italy. And then a truffle glaze. Another burger that's awesome is the NFC North burger. Nobody up here could decide which team they like, so I put on their NFC North. Todd Connolly came up with that name. He's a Waterlooan, and the truffle burger and the NFC burgers are awesome. Under chef's favorites, I really want you to try out my wife and Mike and I all went to the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park in New York in 1980. And my wife makes the best.
Lisa's got some of the best marinara I've ever had. Marinara, I should say.
Yeah, and it's a spaghetti marinara with a half-pound meatball.
Oh, boy.
And that's awesome. Another thing you need to try is our drunken shrimp and scallop linguine. And that's another recipe that our chef Roca, who came out, we've brought 5 different chefs from 5 different states to come open Waterloo Brew Brothers.
For those who are wondering, there is breakfast as well, right? Can you tell us a little bit about your AM options too?
Yeah, we serve breakfast in the morning, every morning at 7:30, and let me tell you, the farmers are coming out and seeing us, and it's quickly becoming a local favorite. And we've got great rancheros, huevos rancheros, and
the dirty.
Down and dirty. Yeah, we have a down and dirty. I found this up in Oregon, and it's a plate loaded of hash browns with ham, bacon, and sausage, cheese, onions, peppers, and country gravy, the best country gravy, which usually goes over our biscuits, but on the down and dirty, it goes over these eggs and mashed potatoes and hash browns.
Greg travels with our corporate chef Steve Roca, and Roca has some of the best recipes I've ever tasted. Also, his recipe for the white gravy that goes over the biscuits is fabulous.
What are the hours for the Brew Brothers restaurant?
Yeah, we open up at 7:30 in the morning, 7 days a week. We open up at 11:30 for lunch. And lunch goes right through dinner, and then we close down the dinner menu at 9 o'clock. And then on weekends, we'll stay open to the wee hours of the morning.
Let's leave people's taste buds wanting more. Give me, Greg or Mike, a signature dish or something that we have to try.
So many people are walking out with doggy bags, and the reason is because they're eating our burnt ends. Burnt ends is something we found down in Kansas City about 25 years ago. It's Texas brisket, slowly smoked for 12 hours in our smoker and cut into inch-by-inch bites, sprinkled with the El Dorado rub and sautéed with a little barbecue from Brew Brothers, and these tender little morsels are amazing. Everybody's going in there and trying to burn ends. And I tell you, if you just go in there, I strongly suggest eat my wife's spaghetti and meatballs. It's a half-pound veal meatball, and a cheesy garlic bread. And then try some of our spaghetti and meatballs. And then I got to tell you, to finish off, we have one of the best little pastry chefs. She's from Puerto Rico. Our chef and his sister, Chef Henry Rodriguez, is from Puerto Rico, doing a great job. Him and Thomas and Todd, our GM. I just got to tell you, the only casino in the country, we have 26 casinos around the country, our family, and the only casino GM in the country, you'll see him out there serving food, and the director of operations actually back there washing dishes. And I say finish up with a little torta de mele frita. And what it means, my wife wasn't going to allow me to put it on the menu like that, but it's torta de mele frita, and it means fried apple pie. And it is to kill for. How many have you had?
I've had one every day. I can't stay away from it. The fresh hot apple pie with the ice cream and the sweet sauces, the sweet apple sauce, is absolutely amazing.
So it is Brew Brothers, open at the Isle Casino and Hotel in Waterloo, and that's at 777 Isle of Capri Boulevard in Waterloo. Greg, Mike, thank you so much for chatting today. We look forward to frequent visits. You guys are right down the road from us, so that probably will happen.
Yeah, thank you very much.